We are part of the Indigenous Gardens group, and today we're building the foundation for a greenhouse in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Hattiesburg is the ancestral territory of the Choctaws, and many of us, the Homa, descendants of the Shakshi Homa, we are relatives of the Choctaws. We are building this greenhouse in Hattiesburg because the Southern Miss Medicinal Garden is here in Hattiesburg. And the Medicinal Garden supplies hundreds of thousands of native plants and native seeds each year. As part of the Indigenous Gardens project, we want to establish sustainable sources of seeds for our gardens that are tended by Indigenous women. The Southern Miss Medicinal Garden is not only a native plant garden tended by an Indigenous woman, me, a tribal member of the UHN, but in this garden's 15th year, she's able to provide seeds and plants and medicines that, if harvested in a sustainable way, can be a source of seeds and plants and medicines for many years to come.
I tell you what, somebody digs in my backyard, though, they're going to find, I've already found pottery, and they're going to think there was a settlement here when it was just...
Also, Hattiesburg is 2 hours north of New Orleans and 171 feet above sea level. So the native plants we grow here can be used to populate those regions south of here that so need these plants to hold on and take back the land. These native plants tend the earth and have done so for hundreds of thousands of years. They provide shade and food for all of the beings and the kind of peace and beauty that only plants can.
She's got the tape measure with her. I only brought one.
These Indigenous gardens will be used to feed ourselves and others, to establish trade networks, and build businesses that will support us and others in times of need. It's important that we establish trade networks up and down the river, just as did our ancestors, because coastal erosion, saltwater intrusion, toxic waste, toxic byproducts, and climate change may mean that some of our tribal members will have to move. And they'll need friends and family further inland who can help them out. Our native plants as well are in a precarious position. Yopan holly, the main ingredient in the black drink of our green corn ceremony, is a southeastern coastal plant. Our ancestors drank yopan tea as a morning pick-me-up because of the caffeine in the leaves. We drank yopan as well to purge ourselves, cleanse ourselves, in anticipation of important meetings and ceremonies. And we traded yopan up and down the Mississippi River. We need to take yopan with us if we have to move. We can't forget our yopan. Yopan and these other plants are generous beyond measure. They don't discriminate as to who can benefit from their gifts. We can learn a lot from them as we build and tend our indigenous gardens.